4, 3, 2, 1.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Fast Forward Travel Talk. Oh my gosh. For those of you that are, that's even a little wave. For those of you not watching on YouTube, I'll explain what just happened. But first off, you really should be watching on YouTube, so you need to jump on our channel and hit the bell icon.
No, I was giving him the thumbs up.
Oh, okay. Eric has put on a stormtrooper helmet. just as I made the announcement, so it totally cracked me up.
He's a clone trooper.
And he can't hear you yet.
He's a clone trooper?
He's a clone trooper.
I can hear a little bit. Hold on. Let me get my headphones back on. All right, we're back.
That was awesome.
Can clone troopers not hear? Oh my gosh, that's too funny.
Well, I mean, we said this was going to basically be our Star Wars episode, right?
Yeah.
So
right.
Very apropos.
Dialed in. Oh, no.
Oh, Christy, come on.
No, that's it. You're out.
I'm out?
That's it. You're
Can
out.
I go to bed early tonight?
That's it. You're out.
No.
Not allowed.
Oh, she's literally out of view. Eric has turned the camera.
She's been pushed out.
All right, fine. You can come back.
Okay. We have a special guest tonight, too. We should introduce the child. Dun, dun, dun.
Check it out.
So you are not imagining it. Eric has actually he has a handy-dandy 3D printer, and he made his own child.
We did, since Hasbro and everybody else has dropped the ball.
I know, right?
Right?
Had to wait for our Mandalorian segment, though, to introduce
I
the
should
child.
have. Okay, well. How about we introduce each
He's
other?
just there.
Oh, that's a good place to start.
I should start with that.
Yeah.
So tonight, we're all together, and we have Christy.
Hello.
Clone Trooper Eric.
Hello.
Kyle.
Hey, everyone. Eric, you should have done it like this. Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that's what you were going to do.
Oh, I'm sorry. I should have.
That's okay.
Oh, well.
That's all right.
And then me, your host, Gina. Okay, so tonight's episode is mostly about all things Star Wars, but not totally.
Not exclusively.
Not exclusively,
okay.
Because we're going to talk about Rise of the Resistance, because it just opened.
That's Star Wars.
That's Star Wars. We're going to talk about the Star Cruise Inn, or whatever. What are they calling? The Star Wars Hotel.
That's
but
Star Wars.
That's not the official name of it.
Star Wars.
Yeah.
It's a Star Cruiser?
Star Cruiser.
Star Cruiser.
Yeah.
That's why I don't understand that. That doesn't, when we talk about that, we'll talk about that later.
I'm straightening out, don't worry.
Yeah. And we're going to talk about Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railroad.
Not Star Wars.
Not Star Wars. And we may touch on the Space Cafe that's opening up. And we got a little bit more info on over in Epcot.
Close to Star Wars.
Close to Star Wars, yeah.
And we're going to talk about Mandalorian, too, right?
Oh, yes. And we're going
That's
to talk about, which is Star Wars. Yes.
Episode 5.
Yes.
So
Christy, do you not enjoy our Mandalorian episodes?
So here's my thing about Mandalorian. I like it. This week's episode I thought was boring, and it was one of the shortest ones, but I couldn't wait for it to be over.
Yeah,
Really?
It was only 35 minutes, which I was actually angry at when it started. I was like, wait a minute, why is it only 35 minutes? But I thought they actually packed a lot into that 35 minutes for the Star Wars fans.
Did
not
you not?
For you.
They did. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right.
It was all for the Star Wars fans. That one
Was there not enough of the child in it for you, or?
There was not enough of the child, and then I was also really annoyed that he left the child alone with that other person again.
Right.
He does seem to keep doing that.
And I'm like,
he?
you know what happens.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Please don't turn into a show that's so predictable, where you leave the kid alone and then people come and try to kill it, and then you have to save it, and then you got to fly away. Like, let's not do that every episode. I don't have the strength for that. I'm not here for that, as the kids say.
Okay.
Well, okay. How about let's go ahead and get our Mandalorian episode out of the way. Our segment.
I'm not entirely sure, but I think we just did.
I think we did.
Yikes.
Yeah. Wow.
I'll be quiet now.
Okay. So I was super excited that they ended up on Tatooine. Like, how great was that?
Cool. Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Oh my God. Like, I don't know why I was never expecting that. And all of a sudden he mentioned Mos Eisley Spaceport, and I was like, wait, whoa, hold on, wait a minute. Like, are they doing this? And then
I
they
knew
did.
that
And I was
sounded
like,
familiar. Yeah, I was like, wait,
like, oh,
where
they
have I
actually
heard
did
that
it.
before?
Yeah,
I mean, of all the planets
right. That
out
you could
there,
end
he
up on.
winds up on
Yeah.
Tatooine.
Mhm.
Right. The only thing that they didn't do that I really wanted as a Star Wars fan is when he sat down at the table.
Yeah.
There was no blaster mark on the wall behind him.
That would have been cool.
Because I went, he's in the bar, he's sitting at the same table. All right, there has to be a blaster mark on the wall behind him, and they didn't show like that spot. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, all right, well, you
Aw.
missed one, but I thought they hit on a bunch of other stuff in the episode that was really cool, and the baby stuff was fun too.
They did
Yeah.
mention Womp Rat, and they did mention
Yep.
Beggar's Run or Beggar's Canyon.
Beggars
too,
Canyon,
right?
yes,
Yep, so,
yeah, drag them out to Beggars Canyon.
Yep.
Yep.
If they would have said it in the same sentence, that would have been really epic.
Yeah, right. No, I thought there was plenty of stuff for
I
Star
don't know
Wars
if that would have
fans,
been
so
epic or not.
it would have been epic.
Oh, okay, cool. None of that. I did recognize the name Tatooine. I will say that, and the little creature that the chick, well, the other dude was riding on that was dead.
And did you recognize the name Tatooine from a movie or because of Tatooine Traders at Hollywood Studios?
Good question.
Ooh.
Oh, I'm pretty sure it was from Hollywood Studios.
Me too.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, those rocks look like the rocks near Star Tours and Tatooine Traders. That's all I really knew.
Hey, however
It
you
came from
came
the
to
movie.
it, that's
Right?
As long as
whatever.
you got there. Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So
Cool.
Yep.
All right. So moving on, let's talk about Rise of the Resistance. It debuted this week with much hoopla and grandeur. Did you actually watch the opening ceremonies?
I didn't.
I did not. I'm kind of in that same mode that I was in with Galaxy's Edge, where I know it's going to be fantastic, and I don't want to get too far into it.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, I know you guys watch the videos and stuff, and it's cool. I'm perfectly
Right.
happy to talk about that. But I want to see it for myself. Or
But you
what's
did
gonna-
see
what's-
it for yourself.
No,
Y'all,
Well,
they
not
didn't let you
Rise.
guys go in it?
no, we didn't
No,
get to
no,
go
we
in.
didn't.
Oh, okay.
No.
All right.
They let media the day before
Yeah,
they let
media,
just
them.
the
okay.
media event, but we didn't get to do it, which is
Okay.
unfortunate. But
I was thinking
Um,
you had already walked through it.
no,
Part of
no.
it.
Well, even then, when Eric was there and they were doing the media thing the day before, that was just for small little section.
Yeah,
that
right.
they did a
Yeah, that was
walkthrough.
Yeah.
specifically a targeted walkthrough that they did with
Mhm.
certain media outlets. And there was talk about that while we were down there, and they were like, "Oh, maybe they'll let us walk through," but they never offered us that. So
Hmm.
it's too bad. I got to see the outside of it, just the general where the entrance was and stuff like that, and that
Yeah.
looked really cool. So
Well,
yeah,
so we touched on it a couple of weeks ago, the rumor that they were testing out some like car-sized drones,
hmm
The X-wing drones
the X-Wing, yeah, and they did in fact fly those
did
during
they?
the opening ceremony.
during opening
Ah.
ceremonies, yes. So
All
you
right.
need,
So yeah,
just
I got to see
open-
that video. Yeah,
yeah,
That
exactly.
you can watch
That you
without
can
giving
watch,
away
yeah.
any of the ride.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
I agree.
So
Pretty cool.
So after the last time we talked about that, when we talked about the dragon, I went
Mhm.
back and watched the dragon thing that flew over Fantasyland.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that was absolutely amazing.
Right?
Like, that was like the head moved around, the wings were moving. I was like,
Mhm.
what is this? Like,
Yeah.
what sorcery is this that you're performing? Like, oh my God. Like, and the fact that that's not better
Not a thing?
known,
Yeah.
like that's not better known. I was shocked because apparently they did it just for the opening night media event.
Yeah,
And then
I don't-
have never done it since.
You know what I think would be a really cool thing that they could totally do now is a parade in the air.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, yeah. That would be kind of
Wouldn't
cool.
that be a neat new nighttime parade?
Mhm.
Instead of
Yeah.
it being a traditional on the ground, it's like up above and it goes,
Possibly, yeah.
that'd be a kind of a cool concept.
Yeah. And I could see the FAA having a problem with the drones that size.
Yeah.
But as far as the Dragon goes, that was a parasail. Okay, those are already regulated, known
Yeah.
entity kind
Mhm.
of thing. But maybe with all the accoutrement hanging below it, maybe that would be
Yeah.
a problem, and they would be like, no, not so much.
But
they did
then
it.
again, it's Disney and they can get clearance for things
Right.
that other places
Right.
can't, right?
Like
So
they got to change the color of the lifeboats on Disney Cruise Line.
That's true.
Yeah.
They
Because they're
didn't they?
Disney.
That was
Just
the
'cause-
international law.
Right.
Right. Yeah. So they can do just about anything.
That's a good point.
They so yeah, but I'm shocked that that's not better known. That happened. But
Did you ask anybody else if they knew about that?
I mean, there's no other video of it anywhere, and I've never heard anybody talk about it except
I know,
for
but
us.
I made me
So,
think of like, did we just miss that boat? Like,
I mean, it's possible.
because they knew about
They
it,
knew about it. Yeah.
Right. We
and
knew
I
about
didn't
it.
think to ask anybody else. I don't know
Yeah.
if it's not
Yeah.
well known or we were just sleeping through that.
It's also possible.
What was going on during your life at that point in
Yeah.
time?
Yeah.
Maybe it was.
I don't know.
Yeah, what year was that?
I mean, we were there just before the opening. I mean, not long.
Yeah.
So,
We just
I don't know.
caught it because we've watched Disney Park blogs and we know we
Mhm.
streamed it live that night, and it
Yeah.
totally blew our mind. It caught
Yeah,
us
we were like,
completely
"Whoa!"
by surprise, and we were just like blown away. We were like,
Yeah.
"Oh my god!"
So I'm gonna have to go and watch the X-wings then, because that's pretty awesome.
And
Yeah.
watch it till the end.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mhm.
It's the way they make their exits really.
It's really
Yeah.
cool.
Very,
Yeah.
It's totally Disney, totally like nice.
Mhm.
Awesome.
You know.
Yeah, that's cool.
So, did you hear how early people started getting to Hollywood studios to get on to Rise of the Resistance?
Yeah, it's been a very interesting rollout for this ride.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very unlike anything they've done before. And
Yeah,
it's been
true.
upsetting a lot of people.
Oh, it's always going to upset people.
Right.
Anything
Well,
they do. Different.
yes. But I think that the interesting thing is, like, they had the park hours scheduled for either 8 or 9,
8. Mm-hmm.
and then they were letting people in at 6.
No.
Earlier.
No, they let people into the parking lot at 4.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, and then they started letting people into the gate. Like through the ticket booth at, I believe,
5:25.
5:25 or
Yeah.
something like that.
Some
I think
odd
that's what
time.
it was.
And
Is
then
that-
all the boarding groups were gone by
8:30.
About like 8:30. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is that just because there were so many people in line that they figured it would be safer to actually just let them through?
That would be my
They
guess.
probably had
Yeah.
to make some sort of decision like that, right?
Yeah. They already had Millennium Falcon open, right?
Yeah. Oh, they had Tower of Terror open. Millennium.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
wow.
they were
They were prepared.
staffed for that.
Wow, for like a 5:30 opening.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure Starbucks was open, so.
Yeah.
right.
They're not going to
Yeah.
leave money on the table.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Exactly.
Well, and then people still weren't getting through, right? Because
Right.
on the end of the first day, they did the boarding groups, and then people had a boarding group but still didn't get to ride.
Oh, really?
So they ended up getting a boarding group for the next day
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
and a 1-day park hopper ticket
Wow.
for every person that had a boarding group that didn't get on.
Is that because
Yeah.
there were problems with the ride, or?
It
Yeah.
broke down for a short spell.
Mm-hmm.
On
I think
the
that
original.
happened a few times
Yeah.
Yeah.
on the opening day. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which to me, I guess I've come to expect. Maybe there's no way to test that capacity.
at volume,
Yeah.
especially
Yeah.
that particular ride
Right.
at volume. And after seeing the detail, I'm not going to spoil anything, but after watching several ride through videos and stuff and seeing it in pretty vivid detail, I'm not surprised that after going through that amount of load,
Got a lot of parts and pieces to break down.
Yeah, I mean, it's just I'm not surprised that on that inaugural day under that kind of load that there were mechanical and glitches. I'm not totally not surprised by it.
Pardon us
but
while
they-
we set our mood lighting. All of a sudden went
But
kind of darker.
but they bounced back pretty quickly. I know the
Yeah.
first incident they had that morning, they bounced back within 30 minutes to
Hmm.
whatever.
And I would say don't watch any of the point of view rides, Eric, because
They'll spoil it.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
look
think
at that.
it'll-
We just went dark.
yep.
That was not me.
Do you like the glow of the Christmas tree behind us?
Enjoy.
Wow. Enjoy.
Kyle's got like a halo around him.
Right?
Doesn't he always, though?
No, he does
Exactly.
not.
Thank you.
Gotta
Sometimes
glow.
there's some little horns poking up.
Thank you, Christy.
But I feel like as cool as the POV videos have been for it,
Yep.
there's some places that I'm like, I bet that looks way cooler in person. And so,
Oh, no doubt. Yeah.
we
Your
you know
eye has
our
a lot
theory
different-
behind it. Kyle watches it so he can kind of get a better
Yeah.
Close-up view.
understanding, close-up view
Mhm.
of what's going on. But I mean, it looks cool. Don't get me wrong, but I just think the video doesn't do it justice.
Yeah. Yeah. It doesn't do the size justice, right?
Oh, no way.
No,
Yeah.
you can't totally
Yeah.
can't see it. And some of
Yeah.
the effects, I think, just don't come off right
Mhm.
in video. So
The dynamic range of your eye and stuff is totally different than video.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I know Christy and you guys are going to see it before I do. So I totally expect once
Right.
you guys get back, we're going to talk about it anyway. So
You
One of
betcha.
a friend of mine saw it on opening day, and she posted on Facebook that was completely life altering, and then the emoji with her head like popping off.
yeah,
Awesome.
And she was like, I won't say anything. But you could tell she couldn't wait to like find
killer.
somebody else that had been on it too.
somebody else
Right.
to talk to about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
oh wow. Now, Christy, when are you going down? Where will you get a chance?
I'm heading down on Wednesday. So we're recording on Sunday the 8th. Yeah, 8th.
Yeah,
Close enough.
And I'm heading down on Wednesday. So I'm planning Thursday morning, getting up bright and early and going down and getting a boarding group, hopefully.
Oh, cool.
If not, it'll be the following Wednesday, I think, because they have a special event for us to be able to go see it again
Oh, good.
at the crack of dawn.
Ugh.
So that'll be interesting. But
So, do we know how long these boarding groups are going to last?
I have heard that they are going to be for the foreseeable future.
Okay.
Because until it's running at full capacity, like,
Mhm.
extra magic hours all through the end.
Mhm.
Right.
And then until kind of this thing dies down,
Yeah.
whenever that is.
2025.
Yeah, it's hard to say. And
It
as
is.
of today, I saw that they before, if you got a boarding group, you could get another boarding group if there was still one available.
Oh, okay.
Today, I saw an update that said that they're limiting you to one per day.
Which makes sense to me. If
Yeah.
it's in such high demand,
Yeah.
it really should be that way.
Yeah.
So I guess we're going to need to because you can't get a boarding group until you're there, right?
Right, and your whole party has to be there.
Yeah.
So yeah, you have to get there, and then as soon as they're saying the last person gets through the they're not turnstiles anymore, but the touch points,
Right.
then you can get on your My Disney experience and pop it out and get a boarding group.
Oh, so it's
Wow.
not just one person can go in and do that.
No.
It's not like the one person running ahead to get the fast passes,
Right.
the
No.
paper fast passes.
So
you
we
can have
all are
someone
going to
ready.
have to do a boarding group, or can I do it for everybody in our party?
You
if
could do
they've
it for
touched
everybody.
in.
Yeah,
Okay.
as long as they've touched in. So like if you started and it was just you and Amelia that have gotten through, Kyle and
Maddie.
won't even show up until you
Gotcha. Okay.
get them through. And then as soon as that is, you can grab one.
Yeah.
And they said that, now we're only a couple days into it, but I think the latest they've had them available has been 8:45 in the morning.
Yeah, that's what I was
They're
thinking.
all gone.
Wow.
Yeah, so we're going to have to get up and get
Well,
there
the
early.
good news is we're going to be just right over it.
Oh, yeah, we'll be at Yacht Club.
Yeah. So
So we're
Yeah,
right
so it'd
there.
be pretty easy for you to get over.
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
betcha.
Nice. Watch us get there, and then we get one that's like at 8. What happens if you have one and it interferes with your dining or something?
Well, for this ride, baby, we
Yeah,
Cancel
you're skipping
dining.
food at that point.
yeah. Hey, no
I
question.
know that as soon as you get in the park and you get one, let's say you get in there at 7 and you get a boarding group that's for 7 p.m.,
Right.
Mhm.
you can then turn around and leave the park and go and do whatever you want to do and then come back for that.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you can skip around. And that has happened to a lot of people.
Yeah. And I'm going to assume that it doesn't interfere with normal fast passes or any other thing. It's a separate system altogether. I would hope.
Yes, it is, because it's not a fast pass.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
So
part
it's
of
just a
own-
boarding group. So
yeah,
it's
it's part.
So you can have your 3 fast passes and your boarding
Yeah.
group
Yeah,
at the same
and
time.
your-
Doesn't screw anything up.
But could it interfere?
No,
They
I
don't,
think
those
so.
systems don't talk to each other, right?
It's totally part
Right.
of that whole additional, because what they've done brilliantly so is they've taken that literally whole Galaxy's Edge,
Right.
and it's a whole subset of the My Disney experience.
Mhm.
You know how you
Right.
literally
Would you
its own-
look?
It's it looked to me like in the videos that whole boarding pass thing was part of that system. So it's almost like a separate, because it had had its own little graphic overlay with animated characters, of like BB-8 driving
Right,
along
rolling
and doing
around.
stuff. So
Yeah.
So what could happen is you could have a fast pass for Seven Dwarfs Mine Train at
Mhm.
7:30 p.m. and your boarding group could be at 7 o'clock or even 7:30 p.m.
yeah, that could
at
Right.
Hollywood
possibly.
Studios because they don't
Yeah.
talk at all.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
That's
you
what I
have
was
to
thinking.
decide.
What are you going to
I
do?
was going to say, there's not really a decision to
There's
be
no
made there.
decision.
So
No.
Okay,
but
what if it's Flight of Passage
Nope.
and Rise?
Still
Nope,
none.
No,
not
there's
even
still
a
not.
question.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna see Flight of Passage suddenly become available.
Exactly, right?
Yeah.
At least for a while.
Yeah.
Well, I had told my dad and my sister that this would be a very low-key trip and we wouldn't be waking up early, no alarms, blah, blah, blah. So today I broke the news. I
Yeah.
was like, so
So about that, you can sleep in. I'm not.
Does your dad like
Oh.
Star Wars?
So what happens if you do that? It just means they don't get in. Like if you went and got a boarding pass,
Yeah.
and they decided to sleep in, it just means they just don't get one.
It's
You
just
can
me.
still get yours. Okay.
Mhm.
I just can't save a spot for them, essentially.
Right. So does your dad care about Star Wars?
I mean, he's not like a mega fan like Eric,
Yeah.
but
Right.
I think I'll get him out of bed for that.
Yeah. See, I could see your dad being appreciating Star Wars and kind of
Yeah, and he loves rides, and I can see him
Mhm.
appreciating the whole
Mhm.
experience.
Yeah. And it's not like Flight of Passage where he's going to have issues with
Yeah, no motion issues.
no
or
motion
anything.
Yeah,
issues.
there's no motion issues on this one.
Yay.
Yeah, right.
From the
So.
peanut gallery.
We'll see. And I did tell Candace, and she was like, "That's all right. I'm up anyway." And plus, my dad and I snore, and she's going to be like, I bet she's not going to sleep most of the time we're gone.
Oh,
Sorry,
no.
Candace.
Is she sharing a room with him?
We're all sharing a room.
Right. So why it won't keep you up, him snoring?
No, because I'll be asleep.
Should be
Okay.
asleep and snoring. They'll cancel each other out.
Yeah. And Candace is going to be like,
Oh
Actually,
my
they'll
gosh.
if I don't
double
make
each
it
other.
home, it's because she smothered me with a pillow. She thinks she doesn't snore, but
Oh,
Sure,
but she
yeah,
does.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Everybody does.
Where are y'all staying again?
we are staying at Wilderness Lodge.
Right, okay. Did you get bunk beds?
We did not.
Or
room
old
for
times.
activities.
Right, exactly.
Activities.
I would have loved to get bunk beds. Actually, there wasn't one available. So
Oh,
maybe
we
we'll
paid
luck
money
out
to
when we
see
get
that.
there
Yeah,
You
and make
Candace
her climb to
climbed
the
in.
top.
exactly.
right.
That's what I was going to say. She'd be on top, right?
Yeah.
That's what I'd do.
Top bunk.
Yeah, she'd have to because I go to the bathroom 3 or 4 times a night. So
Could you imagine having to climb down?
no.
That would be awful.
No.
All right. So, any other Rise of the Resistance news that we need to touch base on? Anybody can think of?
The lack of merchandise is extremely. Hang on a second. I'm missing a quote here that I could make. What is it, Eric? What am I looking for? Your lack of merchandise is.
Oh, I know what you're saying.
You know what I'm trying to say. Anyway, I've already messed it up.
Rise of the Resistance merchandise or Mandalorian? Or are we back on Mandalorian?
Oh yeah, I guess we're really on Mandalorian. What am I saying? Oh, I'm sorry. See,
So
I
what was
doubly screwed that up. Oh,
So what was the news about? Like stuff may not be coming out until the spring. Did you guys see some of that?
what
Oh,
about
yeah.
Mandalorian?
Yeah, they're like pre-ordering the little stuffies and things and the Funko Pop
They're
characters
April.
and stuff, and they're talking April.
Yeah.
Wow. Why
Yep.
so
I'm
long?
telling you, we should start printing these babies. We could probably get $100 a pop.
Yeah. I'm sure.
He hasn't showed you the bill on how much his materials cost for that thing?
Well,
Right.
tell
Those things, it's 4 hours to print that at like
Oh, I
a
know.
low quality. It's not even at a high quality. At high quality, that'd probably be 8.
Yep.
Wow.
And then it was
I know.
probably another 2 to 4 hours worth of priming it and painting it.
Curing. Yeah.
So
Wait. This isn't high quality. We could have had a better Baby Yoda.
significantly better.
What the heck?
Well, I just didn't want it to print all night.
My.
You're
And I
sleeping,
don't
you
trust
know.
leaving it running at night while I'm sleeping.
Oh,
It's
okay.
So I'll leave it running during the day.
Well, and the second one that he made,
Mhm.
you almost ran out of filament at the end.
Almost.
You made a second one?
I have a second one. It's not painted yet, but
Where is he?
Oh.
it's over there.
There's money.
It's over
Wait.
there.
Wait,
It's
where's
right
my
there.
wallet at? How much you want for it?
You're going to pull your headphones out if you go all the way over there.
Doing.
Yeah. Boink.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's another one.
Aw.
It's his twin.
It is his twin.
That's
hard
just what
to
they
see
look
him.
like before they're before they're painted.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Is he glossy?
Yeah.
So you can paint on
until
him?
you paint it. Yeah.
Okay. That's cool.
Yeah, you just spray it with primer and then paint over it.
Oh, okay.
And then you get this.
He's so cute.
He's kind of in a matrixy sort of way.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's odd, but he's cute.
He is
odd,
cute
but
and he's
cute.
odd.
Well,
we don't.
yeah.
We technically don't know it's a he yet.
We
Right.
don't.
It
You're
don't.
right.
No,
You're
it could be a
absolutely
We
right.
she.
have no idea.
But if it's a clone, it's a he. But
Why do
What
we
if
think it's a
What
clone?
if it's a clone of Yaddle?
Who?
good point. Good point.
Yaddle. There's only 2 Yoda characters so far in the entire series. One is Yoda and the other is Yaddle.
I've never heard of Yaddle.
Me either.
It's the girl. She was
Where-
in. She was in. Which one? One of the 3 prequels.
Yeah.
Phantom
okay.
Menace.
There you go.
She's actually in Phantom Menace.
Isn't that where Jar Jar was Phantom Menace?
I don't remember. I've written him off.
I know. I'm going to keep bringing him up, though, because everybody's always like,
He's funny. Jar Jar, he was funny.
No, Yaddle. Yadd.
Why are you
I don't know what you wrote.
searching?
She's looking for it.
I want to see a picture of it.
Probably looks like Yoda.
She has a
Yeah,
pink
it's a
bow in
girl
her hair.
Yoda.
No, she does not have a pink bow in her hair, does she?
No, but she's got hair. And she's,
Oh, that's kind of ugly.
Oh, she has hair?
Well, come
Yeah.
on. It's Yoda-ish. It's
Yoda. The Yoda girl.
I'll share this on our Facebook page where our listeners can see this.
Okay.
But
Anyway, so yeah, so we still
Or
don't
they
even know
too
if
can
it's-
Google Yaddle.
Right.
Yodel?
yeah, that's true.
Yaddle.
Whatever.
but you're right. The child could be male. or
Maybe
female.
it's
Could
Yoda and Yaddle's baby.
Right?
Whoa. Hang on.
Why does that blow your mind? To me, that's just
Because-
logical.
Yoda sex?
because Yoda was like 2,000 years old.
Yeah.
Yoda sex.
Thanks for that picture.
I'm just thinking, no, I'm thinking like backwards.
Just thinking all the
Or
words.
don't
All the
don't
words that
think
can
too
go
hard
through
about
that.
All the
please.
words. Yes.
Don't think too hard.
Does he do everything backwards? Right.
Oh God.
I'm
No,
just
no,
saying.
don't do it. Don't,
Don't
no,
do
stop.
it. Don't do it. It's going to hurt. Don't do it.
Oh my gosh, I'm sorry.
Okay, moving on.
Oh gosh. All right. Moving on. Let's go to a hotel. How
Maybe we'll see Yoda and Yaddle there.
right?
Good
Yoda
time
and
for a
Yaddle
commercial.
suite.
Oh, yeah. This is
So-
a good time for
so-
a commercial.
So now,
it?
but hold on. We know the baby's 50 years old,
Right.
Yes.
and we know the Mandalorian takes place 5 years after
After
Return of the Jedi.
Return of the Jedi, yeah.
So,
Does the
Damn
math
it,
not work?
damn it, it's possible.
It is.
It's
It is
possible.
possible.
I don't think we see Yaddle die
No,
in Phantom Menace,
I don't
so
remember that.
there's a chance something could be going on there.
Ooh, wow.
Mhm.
They
You
could
heard
have.
it here first.
But it would be, pick it down,
Stop.
Okay, we really have to move on because now
We
the
like
kids
it.
that are listening are like, hey,
What?
No kids listening.
Oh, God.
about?
All right. So,
Yoda and Yaddle. That sounds like
Oh,
one
I
of those
just-
Amish
Okay.
books that she
Amish
Right?
books.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes. Star Wars Amish
Yaddle
Christmas
Omi.
Carol.
Stop.
I just finished one yesterday.
Oh my God.
Oh, that's another
me that-
podcast.
Do me now, you will.
See, that's what I was thinking, Eric. Oh,
There it
God.
is.
All right. How about a commercial?
The child's listening.
Oh, yeah. Plug his ears.
Okay.
First him out. All right. Let's take a quick break from a message from our sponsor, Mickey Guru Travel Company. All right.
Okay.
Insert clip here. All right. Are we ready to talk about the Star Wars hotel now?
Yeah, I just pulled it up from the blog.
Okay. So tell me the real name.
Star Wars Galactic Star Cruiser.
Yeah. See,
The-
I just think a car.
The Ford Galaxy.
The Ford Galaxy.
It's exactly. It doesn't make me think of an inn or a hotel.
Well, it's not for
Well,
you.
it's not really supposed to. It's supposed to make you think of a Star Cruiser.
Exactly.
You're going on an adventure, like you're going on a cruise.
And Gina looked at the pictures, some construction pictures we were looking at earlier, and she goes,
Yep.
"Oh my God, is it going to be like a motel with like the rooms on the outside?" I'm like, "No, this building's not going to have any windows in it."
Yeah.
That's what it looked like, though. There were like external staircases and walkways and stuff.
It's for construction and for access to the video screens are going to be
I have to
replacing the
say,
windows.
I was very underwhelmed.
It's small because it's going to cost $10,000.
The entrance looked just like.
Wait, shouldn't we talk about this on a podcast?
Beep.
Of course, now we get to edit because we did a commercial break.
I'm not editing anything. It's fine.
I already said we were back.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't I?
I don't know.
Hi, Christy.
Hi.
Hi.
I
What
said
are we doing?
let's talk about the hotel.
I don't even drink.
Maybe you should. Maybe that's
It's
the
just
problem.
Star Wars. It's Star Wars.
Star Wars has got you all verklempt.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, so did y'all see the concept? Christy, did you see the concept artwork?
I saw the concept artwork, yes.
Yeah, for the entrance. I mean, what did you think?
I'm not really sure I'm their ideal client for it. So I kind of thought that when I saw it. Like, I mean, I will totally do it and I want to experience it, but I was kind of underwhelmed too.
Yeah.
Like, meh.
Here's what I thought. In my mind, when I pictured it, you didn't even let cars drive up to it.
No, there's cars.
Yeah, I gotta imagine it's more like
obviously they're in the concept art, but
I gotta think it's more like you're coming into port and you're gonna then you'll load in and then you'll probably go downstairs into a thing and now you're gonna load into the ship. Yeah. Right?
Supposedly,
I imagine it's just like loading on a cruise ship.
Supposedly you're gonna go into the building and then you're gonna get on board something to take you to the hotel. Because the hotel's not on Earth.
Right.
So you'll get in, you'll go on your little Willy Wonka ride, to take you through to whatever, and then
that was scary.
Right, and then you'll pop out and you'll be loaded on the ship.
Yeah,
and you'll be cruising through the galaxy.
Well, like I understood that there's a quote transporter that's going to take you to Hollywood Studios Galaxy's Edge, and that's like a bus ride.
Yeah,
that's like with no windows.
I'm sure it could be the same process for coming into the hotel, the check-in process, except you get on another bus that literally just drives around the building and comes right back almost to where you were at, or maybe drives you to the other side of the building where the check-in's at.
Right,
like,
loads you into the other side.
You're on the ship now.
So the Disney Parks blog says, whether you show up via personal vehicle, Disney transportation, or by land speeder, curbside check-in prepares you to leave Earth behind, jump to Lightspeed, and begin your Star Wars story. From the Star Cruiser terminal, you will enter an exclusive launch pod for travel up to the Halcyon, which reminds me of sandals.
Yeah, it does me too.
Your Star Cruiser in a galaxy far, far away. Through the pod's viewports, it looks as though you are traveling through space to approach the massive ship that is much too large to land on any planet.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And then Batuu is a spaceport of call that you can go to if you want.
Gotcha.
And that I find interesting.
Why?
Because you're still going to be able to go outside the hotel.
Yeah, via Galaxy's Edge.
But only go to Galaxy's Edge and not leave that area?
Well, you can go there if you want.
Yeah.
Right.
Well,
but I think
they drop you off there and then you walk out? Has there been any more talk about it being an all-inclusive, you get a uniform and a ride and a job and sort of thing? I thought it was once you were in there, you were there and that was
You're
it.
there. Yeah.
Yeah, so it says it's a new type of immersive vacation only Disney could create, a 2-night cruise-style itinerary where you'll become the hero of your own adventure in an experience that surrounds you 24/7 in Star Wars storytelling.
Yeah.
So it is. For 2 days, you're not leaving and going.
Yeah. You're part of the story.
Yeah. You're not going to Disney World at that point.
Right.
Yeah. It's going to be like Westworld, man.
Yeah.
Mayhem's going to ensue when
right when the robots revolt.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be interesting.
It'll only cost what, $5,000 per
Yeah,
person?
I'm sure it's going to be way expensive.
But it's gonna be way cool.
But it's only 2 nights, so I mean,
Yeah.
I still kind of feel like that
expensive
this
can
is
it
a
be?
guy trip, and Christy and I are over at Beach Club in the lazy river.
Oh,
I mean,
whatever.
that may be too.
Yeah. Although I do want to see it. Like, that's the thing.
Yeah, like I'd like to
No,
take a
sorry.
tour.
Yeah.
Right.
I can't decide if
Sorry.
I want to buy into the whole 2
Yeah.
days of not going anywhere else.
That's kind of like you don't like to go to the trailer park because you'll go camping somewhere else, but you don't want to do camping and Disney World. So this is kind
Right.
of like,
Exactly.
I don't
don't
buy
know.
your analogy.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
You reject my
No, it's
analogy
just-
and insert
it's
your own.
It's such a unique thing that I think it has to be experienced.
Yeah.
Now, it
I
may
think-
be just a one-time thing.
Yeah.
It should be like, yeah, did it. Okay. I know what it is and I'm out. But
So
Right.
I do feel like, I mean, maybe not for like Uber fans, but I do
Mhm.
think for like people like Gina and I, we're going to need to see it because we're travel professionals and we're going to need
Yeah.
to talk
Right.
about
Yeah.
it.
right.
Yeah.
Sure.
But after that, I'm totally up for the beach club or
Mm.
Polynesian,
Sure.
Mhm.
hang
Yep.
out at Trader Sam's while you guys go play Rocket Boys.
Right. Rocket Boy?
Well,
Doesn't
that's a
sound-
little bit
nothing about that
condescending.
sounds right, but okay.
Sorry. Star
Rocket
Cruisers. You gotta go hop on your sand speeder bikes.
Land speeder. That's fine.
God,
Man. I
Christy.
would like to
You're
ride one
trying.
of those, though.
You're
Doesn't
trying.
that sound like it'd be, I mean, it looked like it'd be
that
fun to
looked like-
ride.
It looked fun
Yeah.
It did.
over
Yeah.
the sand dunes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's
But you know
basically
what?
Jet ski for the sand.
Right.
Exactly. Disney has, for the foreseeable future, I would say,
Mhm.
it doesn't matter. They'll spare no expense for this, and they will probably recoup their cost just from the Star Wars super fans. They'll recoup their cost in a couple of years,
Yeah.
and they'll have no problem. It will be booked up for a couple of years,
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sure. Yeah.
and they'll recoup their costs in that amount of time. I'm sure.
Now, they're not doing this in Disneyland, right?
No,
It's only at
No.
Disney World.
Yeah.
they don't have room there.
Right.
Interesting.
Interesting.
Yep.
Well, I hope, and I'm sure from the inside, you would feel like you're seeing outside and you wouldn't have that claustrophobic feel and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
But
Yeah, I'm sure it's going to be amazing.
It's gonna be a lot like that space restaurant in Epcot.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. Yep.
Which leads us to our next topic. Are we done talking about the hotel? Anybody
think
else
so.
got
Yes.
anything?
Yeah, for
Okay.
now.
For now. And I just
Maybe
thought the
they'll have
concept
child
art.
there.
Oh, and it's going to be, did they give us an opening date for it?
They said 2021,
Yeah,
Right.
2021.
but otherwise nothing.
Everything's 2021.
Everything. Tron.
Everything. Well, no, there's a lot of
Ratatouille.
things that are coming in March, though.
That's right.
Yeah,
This year, right?
Yeah, March of 2020. Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mickey and Minnie's Runaway
Railroad.
Railroad.
Mhm.
That's in March.
Wait, we're not
So
on that
they-
yet.
So
Oh,
they say.
sorry. Yeah.
So they say.
So they say.
No, okay, we're not there yet. Let's talk
Okay.
about the space restaurant.
Okay.
Because that is going to be open March of
What's it called?
2020,
Something
right?
2220? A restaurant
So-
I
220?
don't know.
I thought they said that was going to be winter 2019.
Yeah.
And then they just
No.
happened to mention, like, excuse me, pushing it back.
Mhm.
So is it March 2020 now?
Well, I think they said winter.
They've changed the
They've
verbiage
changed
on the
it
website
to
to say this winter.
This winter.
Okay.
So
So it could be
it could be,
February.
right. Or it could be all the way up to March 21st,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah, that
Yeah.
would still be winter.
That would still
technically.
be winter.
Yeah.
Mhm.
When does the Epcot Flower and Garden Festival start? It's March,
Yeah.
right?
Right. March 23rd.
Yeah, exactly. It probably does start March, though. Flower and Garden does.
Yeah.
So I bet they
Yeah.
try to have it open by then.
Yeah.
And that looked really interesting as far as the concept of you're taking an elevator into space, a
Mhm.
space
Mhm.
elevator.
Mhm.
So that looked really cool, how you could see the Earth and as it's
Yeah, it's
Going
kind
away.
of like they take that restaurant concept and turn it in and of itself into like a small attraction.
Mm.
And I didn't
So-
know that they were actually going to put the entrance to the restaurant as part of. You're going to enter the queue. Well, it's going to be where Mission Space is at. It's going to be the restaurant entrance as well. So it's going to be. I don't know if you have to go
that's
into
cool.
the
Yeah.
queue of Mission Space or if it's just going to be kind of like where is it over? Finding Nemo.
Yeah, right.
But I think it's
just a
going
side
to be
little.
well the way
Yeah, where
they
you
made
kind
it
of
look.
walk in through that area
Yeah.
and you kind of maybe meander off to the left and then go to the thing. So I'm wondering, because I think I remember I told you guys when I had done the Harry Potter ride that has the elevator in it.
Mhm.
Yes.
Which one is that?
Gringotts.
The Gringotts.
Gringotts.
There was that lady that completely flipped out in the elevator because she was like, "Oh my god!" Like she thought that was the ride, and she got all claustrophobic and everything, and just like completely lost her mind. So I wonder if that's going to happen to people like in the elevator. Because if you're in an elevator and it looks like you're leaving the planet, and like you have height issues and claustrophobic issues and stuff like that, that's going to be problematic. I wonder if they're going to have like a back door that you can kind of get to. And I imagine it's probably going to be like the old Seabase Alpha elevator was, where it didn't really go too far.
Yeah.
Right.
Like it maybe dropped down like one floor, but it felt like you were going, 100 floors under sea.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if it's going to be the same way, where it just kind of drops down a little bit, but the way they're going to make it look like it's this massive ride
and it vibrates some.
Yeah.
You feel like
you're
moving.
Yeah, I'm sure.
But yeah, that's going to be interesting. Hopefully they have an other way in.
I wonder how, like, you go in and you wait for your table to be called. And is that when you then enter the elevator and you go up? Or do you just to enter the restaurant, you automatically get in the elevator and go up? Does that make sense?
Yeah. I don't know.
Because I could see.
So
I'm just thinking, like, if everybody that enters goes through the whole elevator thing, you're going to have people entering just to do that.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, right.
And then they're
Maybe
going
it'd
to
be
leave.
like at Be Our Guest, where they meet you like so far out and they send you down over the bridge when it's your time. Maybe it'll be like that.
Maybe.
Maybe so.
So I hadn't actually noticed, and I've been picturing this as a counter service restaurant all this time.
Oh, no.
Is it actually a sit down? It's a full on sit down.
Yeah.
Full-on
Okay.
sit-down.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was, for some reason, I've been picturing it just like Electric Umbrella. Like I thought it was just going to be that, but like, grandiose with like inside this big thing and all that. It didn't occur to me it was actually going to be a full on sit down.
No, I'm trying to remember the name of the restaurant group that's actually it's under their management.
Right.
So it's a major restaurant group. And have they announced if it's going to be a double dining credit?
They have not, but
Is it
I wouldn't be
signature?
surprised.
I think it may be a signature, actually.
Oh, so it's not actually like a Disney restaurant. It's not
So
like
Disney is building the restaurant,
Yep.
but they're giving it to a management company to run.
Got it.
Yeah.
So like the company that runs like T-Rex and stuff like that.
Yeah, and
Something along
Napoli,
those lines.
but not
Yeah,
Landry's,
better
because
than that.
Landry's is the one that does
No.
T-Rex.
Yeah, it's
Right.
not
It's
Landry's.
not Landry's.
It's a higher end group than Landry's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Yeah. So I had
Space
a completely
2020 is managed by Patina Restaurant Group.
Patina. Okay.
Yep.
That's funny.
What
I had
else
a
do they
completely different view of what it was going to be. So that's
What else does
interesting.
Patina run? Is there anything at
It says
Disney?
that they
Olive Garden. I'm kidding.
also operates other restaurants on Walt Disney World.
I like Olive Garden.
I know you do.
Oh, you wouldn't want the one in Hickory. You wouldn't. I'm sorry.
Via Napoli,
Via Napoli.
the Edison.
The Edison.
Ooh, the Edison. Okay.
Yep. That's the
All
only
right.
two things that there are other things. So,
Okay.
Well, they do the same. The Italian one too. Those are all the same group of people. I think
Mhm.
they do Edison, the Italian restaurant. right next
Enzo's,
door.
Mario
Enzo.
and Enzo's.
Yeah, Mario.
I don't know,
So
but
they-
it's called Space 220.
Space 220.
Right.
So they're going to have candied space bacon.
Ooh, yummy. Would that
Space
be like
bacon.
Tauntaun bacon?
Right.
It's Earth.
Yes.
What?
It's okay. They
What
can
is
ship it
that?
in. They can ship it in. They've got a ship that goes.
Pigs in space.
Oh, pigs in
Perfect.
pigs in your
Christy's
sandwich.
like, I love it when I
Oh my
surprise
god,
Christy.
that would be the best thing. Could you
Yes.
imagine sitting there and watching that fly by? The
Yeah,
big, the
wouldn't that
big
be
ship
awesome?
fly by.
Because
Yeah.
they took the Muppets out of the Magic Kingdom, so maybe they'll throw them up in space over there.
That would be
great.
epic.
Pigs
That would be
And
epic.
Pepe,
And Pepe flying by in a little spacesuit.
okay?
Well, You know,
It goes
honestly,
Pepe, okay?
honestly, here's the thing. Is they get into these restaurants, especially like a restaurant like this, right? That
Right.
has these
Yep.
huge video screens that are
Right.
there's no windows. It's literally huge video screens.
Yep.
Think about the opportunity that it gives them for having like after like dinner parties and stuff, where you could have like shtick like that, where you're okay.
Yep.
Look, you're in space, and then literally have like comedy things like
Right.
that. The pigs fly by.
Mhm.
Or like if you're a corporate thing, you know, suddenly a spaceship comes by with tugging
Like your banner
logo
behind
or
it or
Right,
something.
oh my God, Disney could say,
Right.
Oh yeah.
Money.
Huge
Mickey
money.
Guru Travel Company.
well,
Right.
I'm not saying,
Yep.
you know,
Yep.
what I'm saying. I'm
Not that we
saying
could
it.
ever afford that, but
Not yet,
Still,
but
hey.
Never
one
say
day.
never.
World domination.
Yeah.
I think that would be so cool to have like little things like that just fly by. See them pigs in space.
Oh, it'd be
Just
epic.
goes right by, you know.
It'd be
Oh yeah, and if you're not paying attention, you'd miss it.
You'd miss
Right,
it.
It would just have to
exactly.
be like really, really quick and.
So people do double
Yeah.
takes like, wait, what?
Did I just
Yeah.
see that? What was that?
Miss Piggy goes by.
Right?
Maybe it was just me. I don't know.
Yeah. Or they could have Gonzo flat into the wall, you know, like
Oh,
he
you're
like
right
runs
into the window.
Yeah.
Just slowly sliding
Slides
down the
down.
window. Save me.
But that wasn't it Muppets in Space that were like, build it and they will come.
Yes, if you build it, they will build a
I love that one.
jacuzzi.
Yeah.
Yes. Yep. That was a great
Awesome.
movie.
Yep.
Underrated Muppet movie.
Yes.
All the Muppet movies were great, in my opinion. I think I liked them all.
Yep.
I think.
No, yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I love the Muppets.
Okay, so moving on.
What else
Let's
is
talk
there?
about
So much news that came out just over the
It
last
really
week.
was because
Right.
they gave some times now for
Put concrete times on things.
for what's that ride that we did? Ratatouille.
Ratatouille.
And
When's that one?
Did they put a concrete time? I don't remember that.
they don't did I imagine that? I was thinking that was March. Maybe not.
I think I heard that was going to be spring 2020.
I
But
could have sworn I heard it was March.
I'm not surprised because they're really getting close to that. I think really
Yeah,
what
well,
they're
they
waiting.
released an inside
Well,
picture of it.
But I think what I was going to say, what I think they're really waiting on now is the outside. I think
Yeah.
they're more behind on the outside of that building in that immediate area, that new market area.
hmm
Uh,
Which could make sense because of weather would affect the outside stuff way more than
than the inside.
than the inside stuff.
interiors.
Yeah, once they got the walls and stuff up.
So
But when
then
I don't Guardians of the Galaxy, when is
Oh,
that?
good Lord, that's going to be.
I was
Like,
going to say, I
nobody
haven't heard
talks
anything
about
about,
it
that one.
anymore.
No. That one's probably so far out there. They're just like, nope, just keep
Yeah.
throwing the other stuff at them.
Exactly.
So Kyle told me some very alarming news
What did Kyle tell you?
that Epcot, the Starbucks, is gone.
Oh, it's
Like,
it's been
it's-
completely razed. It's not
I-
there. Foundation's gone and everything.
Huh.
What am I going to do?
Wow.
What?
Where are you going
I-
to get your alone time?
Right. Exactly. A little stand
Have to
doesn't
get
do
some
me much
Joffreys
good.
or something.
Joffrey's, they're just stands. They're not like,
Hmm.
I don't get to go inside and be in the air conditioning.
I don't remember the
but-
good Joffrey stand though that we did find. That's between what is it? The
Over there
light,
by Mission Space?
Yeah, no, that's between
Where are you?
next to. I'm on the side with Soren. What is that? Earth.
The land?
The land. Sorry, Earth. The land and where
Imagination?
yeah, Journey into Imagination.
Imagination.
It was like awesome. It's a Joffrey's coffee that had a lot of flavored coffees. Plus, they had a lot of beverages and stuff.
Oh,
too.
okay. I don't remember that one being.
That was a
I
good
remember
stand.
the only Joffrey stands. I remember two of them. One is in Epcot in the World Showcase area, and then the other is when I go to it sometimes when you guys are riding Mission Space. There's one over there.
Oh, okay. This
Anyway.
weekend, Epcot coffee.
Exactly, coffee in Epcot.
Well, and I've heard that they now have Joffrey's outside of the Skyliner,
They do, yeah.
and they have special Skyliner drinks.
They do, yeah.
I'm
Get
headed there.
out.
Did I not
Yeah.
tell you that?
No.
Yeah, outside the it's outside the main one that's on Caribbean, right? That the main station there.
I think so, yeah.
Can I
Yeah.
just say I'm kind of excited to ride Skyliner?
I am too.
Which shocks me because I'm not a big heights person. Y'all know that.
Right.
But I figured I rode that thing in Attitash
yeah.
for Guru Weekend. So if I can survive that, then
Oh,
I'll
yeah.
be,
If you can do
I can
that, this other
totally-
thing would be easy.
yeah, rode that sucker up a mountain and down.
Oh, yeah, this
Right,
is
and that was
flat.
all open air. So
Yeah,
at
that
least
was,
you're in
was,
the
that was an
right?
open air ski lift. This will be much better than that.
It makes me start getting hot just thinking about that sucker again. Sorry,
You were
my
very
hands are
brave
all
that
sweaty. I was. I acted
Yeah,
like a grown
I
up.
can't wait to ride it. Like I'm staying at Wilderness Lodge for the first part of the trip, and then we're staying at Riviera.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
And I
There you
really
go.
plan. We'll be there checking in on the first day, so I plan on riding that Skyliner for hours.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like just
Hours.
play
Well,
on.
if it gets stuck, you might.
Right.
Whether you want to or not.
I got nowhere to be.
Right?
Mhm.
Hours and hours. Miles and miles.
I agree. Well, at least it won't be hot.
Right. They'll see
Yeah.
Christmas lights from somewhere. I'm sure
Exactly.
it'll be fine. I'll be good. I'll do a Facebook Live. You can watch me.
There you go.
Cool.
Does that run during the fireworks?
Yeah.
Yeah. That'd be kind of cool.
What,
That'd be kind of
Facebook
neat to
Live?
see
Yeah, time
I
those
know. That's what I was thinking too. Facebook Live runs all the time.
all the time.
whenever you want it to.
Right? Yeah. So let's head back over to Hollywood Studios. Let's ride the Skyliner over to Hollywood Studios now and talk about Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railroad.
Oh, yeah. I already spoiled it. Sorry. I jumped the shark
So-
earlier.
No, that's okay. So they've released posters now and they have a
Which look
date,
Awesome.
right?
Yeah,
do.
March
We have a date.
2020.
March
Do we have an
2020?
actual date?
Oh, yes. March the 4th.
March the 4th?
4th, yes.
Not May the 4th, but
Not May
March
the
the
4th.
4th.
Darn it.
Yes, March
When
the
are you
4th.
going to be there?
Actually, we don't have any plans after this next trip.
Right?
We talked about going down before our cruise,
Which is?
February 29th,
Yeah.
but
But we're not.
we're not.
We're
We
not
decided
gonna
to
do
just
that.
go to
No.
Miami.
Oh, okay.
But
Well,
First
everything
world
wouldn't be
problems.
open anyway,
Yeah, right.
so you might
Right.
as well wait. You
Yeah.
could do it on the way back.
we thought of that, but Allie has to be back like immediately.
Oh, okay.
So, although maybe I could just jump in a car with some gurus.
Oh my gosh.
Or take flights. Flights, you know, I hear the
Because
flights
of
are.
It doesn't matter because it's not going to be open anyway.
Why? You don't think
Yeah.
they'll open it?
We'll
No,
be
I
off
don't
March
think it's going to
5th.
be open.
Oh, I think it will because Rise of the Resistance is open now.
Yeah.
So I think it'll
They
be
can
open.
Throw all their effort behind.
I mean,
Mhm.
maybe, but
Yeah,
we'll
it'll
see.
be open.
Yeah. And did
Yeah,
you see the
It's supposed to
concept
be open
art?
like a year ago, wasn't it?
Not a year.
A year, but yeah, a while ago.
Yeah.
Did you see the concept art for the theater? They're
No.
going to have like a theater that's
Yeah, they're
going to
building a
show
new theater
shorts.
too.
Yeah.
Not as part of. Not.
Oh,
That's
that part.
separate
yes,
though, right?
yes,
Yeah,
yes,
it's
yes.
separate. Yeah,
than
it's
that,
separate.
yes.
But did you see the concept art for it?
Yeah, the buttons,
Yes, they're
Yeah.
so cute.
Very cute.
Mickey
Yeah.
shorts.
Shorts.
Yeah.
Mhm, exactly.
Yeah,
I
I,
loved
think that was pretty
that.
cool.
I was like, oh man, I like that. That was cool. What I get
No,
excited
I
about
liked it
some of
too.
this
No,
stuff.
I thought it was very cute.
Hollywood Studios is going to go from a park that I was kind of just like, about
Right.
to like, even I could spend all day there
Mhm.
between like, all the classic rides that are there. And then,
Well, it went from a park that really
All two of them.
legit
No,
had like
all
three maybe four rides.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That was all it had.
No, I know. I'm
to
keenly aware of that.
5, 6.
Yeah.
Now it's going to have 7.
I've always
Yeah.
loved that park though, just because of the
You
The
like
varied-
Art Deco.
yeah. I like the varied styles. You know,
Hmm.
I don't know. I've always liked it.
I never, and this is bad, but I get lost in that park.
Oh,
Well,
it's easy
it's-
to do.
Park
Yeah,
is
it-
not laid out great.
No, it's not at all.
It's
And
got
it's
that little
better
back,
now.
the back entrance side thing there. Yeah, I don't care.
Now
for
that Toy Story Land is over here, and then you go the other way towards Galaxy's Edge by the Muppets.
Yeah.
It makes a little more sense.
Yes.
I told you guys, I actually got lost when we were going to Galaxy's Edge.
Yeah.
Like
Wait, I
I
don't-
completely went the wrong way.
Okay, help me. So I know if I go to Toy Story Land, I can entrance. There's a back entrance into Galaxy's Edge.
Correct.
Nope.
No?
Nope.
Yes,
No.
there is.
Nope.
What do you mean no?
Yes, there is.
There's supposed to be.
From Toy Story Land, there is.
Not that I'm aware of.
Uh-huh.
It must be
There's
hidden.
Yeah, there's supposed to be
They
one back
talked
there.
about doing one.
Oh, it's there. Promise.
Well, they've
Really?
both been.
Yeah.
Well, I haven't been in the land.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's there.
I have,
It
but I
oughta be-
didn't. Yeah, I didn't see anything that was tied to Toy
It's
Story.
right next to swirling saucers, alien swirling saucers.
Like in
right
behind there.
Yeah,
Well-
you go right over into it.
Have you seen video of that? Is that how you know?
Yep,
Huh.
absolutely. And he's
Interesting.
Oh. You've
Huh.
seen people walking from Toy Story into Galaxy's
Yes.
Edge?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Not that
As
we
a matter
doubt
of
you or
fact,
anything.
as a matter of fact, the lines were so long for opening day
Yeah,
that they
Rise
were
of
making people
Resistance.
walk all the way back to Toy Story Land to right there where the portal was at.
Oh, wow.
Going back around.
So does it have the same type of portal, like where it's
No,
kind
it's
of
open.
overgrown, or is it just?
No, it's open.
Huh.
Yeah, and right there in that area where you're at,
Okay.
you come in.
Yeah.
You come into. It's a forested area, and they have a name for it. I can't think of what the name of it is, but you're walking through like a wooded area, and it's got a forest, some sort of forest name, and I don't remember what it's called. But you're still in the spiry area with wood outcrops and things like that.
Oh, the reindeer's up there. We bought a reindeer today, and they put it somewhere, and I had no idea where it went, and now I just found it. Sorry.
I had no idea we bought a reindeer, so I was like, "Wait, what?
Wait, what? There's a reindeer?
Okay, sorry. That was totally.
So now you know two things.
You're
There
right.
is,
Right.
in
There's a
fact,
reindeer and there's a back entrance.
There's a reindeer on
Wow.
top of a cabinet in our house, and
So
All right.
An entrance from Toy Story Land.
okay, so the other entrance.
Yeah.
Okay, help me out. So instead of going over to Pixar in that area where Launch Bay used to be and going back to Toy Story Land, I diverted and went to the left.
Yeah.
And went over to where Star Tours is. Is that, if I continue around, is that how I get into Galaxy's Edge?
Yep.
Okay.
So the easy way I can think
basically
about it.
down what used to be New York, USA Street, Main Street, whatever they called that area before.
yeah.
It's
that
all
doesn't
gone
really help
now?
me.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's
What will help her?
It's-
Hold on. What will help you is the tap house,
Oh, yeah.
right?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
If you're
tap
facing
house.
the tap house,
Okay.
it's the street that's in front of the tap house and goes left. Into
I'm looking at the tap house.
if you're facing the tap house, you're gonna go
Okay.
to the left.
to the left,
I'm
and
going
you
to the
kind of
left.
walk
Okay.
around that corner.
you see
Okay.
the man pulling the tap.
So
Yep.
you go, do I pass Miss Piggy in the fountain?
That's gonna be on your left as you're walking down.
Yeah, you're not
Okay.
going that direction. You're
I'm not going that
to the
far?
right of her
Right.
Okay.
and over. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So it's literally as if you were walking down the streets of America where they
Yeah,
used to be.
that's what it's
and you were
called.
headed towards. If you
Yeah.
were headed towards the old back street.
I've
or
never been
Magic
really good at that
stuff.
though, because that all confused me.
Yeah, me too.
Like when I left Star Tours, I had no clue as to where I really was going. Like that area was just discombobulating to me. So
That was
now my question is, do we know where the carrot cake cookie is now? Or is it gone completely?
no, the last time I heard it was still at Starbucks in Hollywood Studios. Trolley
That's true.
car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I have to go
Because
in
that's
there.
important.
Yeah,
was gonna
I
say,
haven't
that
had
really
one of
is the
those
important thing.
since we were all there. I haven't had one.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Wow, that's a
Oh.
long time.
I got lost it. Like
Yeah,
I
lost track of
lost
where
it.
it ended up.
But my
So
dad
what do
loves
we-
carrot cake.
So we haven't talked about the fact that we don't have a golf cart.
Yeah, we're on a waiting list for golf carts.
Okay.
I think we should go and just ask somebody if we could borrow their golf cart
Sure.
and
That's
just
not
Ask someone for a tour. Be like,
Yeah.
hey, would you drive us around? We'll give you like $5.
or
So
I'll
is
pay
it
for your
too
golf
late?
cart.
Or at that point, you just get the horse-drawn carriage ride and you just go around on that.
We could try that.
Well, that's what I was going to say.
Did
Should
you
we
not
try
say
the
that was booked?
the horse-drawn
Yeah,
carriage?
did you not say that was already like booked up?
We haven't
or-
tried that, or I haven't
Oh.
at least.
Yeah.
Okay.
We just tried the golf carts because it was cheaper
That's
Right.
what I
and we
was
could
thinking.
drive ourselves and we could do it all night long if we wanted to,
Yeah.
Right.
which I did.
Do they have like a big one, like a more of like a wagon sort of thing where they'll pull people around in?
We could steal the hayride. They have
they
a
have a
hayride
hayride?
there.
Do they have a
There you go.
hayride?
They
Yeah.
do,
Oh,
but
there you go.
let's not steal anything.
Right.
No, it's
Yeah. No, you can just rent it. It's fine. You don't have to take it.
We won't really steal anything, people.
Right. So, okay. So are you going to check on the hayride thing? Or is that not really an option? And we
I think
have
the
to do that?
hayride runs at like certain times and it's like an everybody thing. But I
Oh.
can check on the horse-drawn carriage.
But that's not going to be fun if we're not together.
Right. It'll just be that you guys in one and us in another.
Yeah.
Come to think of it, though, I'm thinking Disney's leaving money on the table by not having a special hayride that goes through on a light tour, with the kind of a hayride, but doing the trailer park tour.
Right.
The only thing I can think of with that is because they don't do anything with the lights. It's people if they happen to set lights up.
That's why they do the buggies. It's the same thing. The horse-drawn carriage.
Right.
Well, they do that all year long, though.
Yeah, but they take you to see the Christmas lights. Like when I did it with your mom and Allie.
Yeah.
That's what it was, a holiday hayride. I mean, holiday sleigh ride.
Yeah.
I like the holiday hayride.
The hayride.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't know. I'm not giving up on this golf cart thing. I mean, there's going to be people that are going to be at the Hoop-Dee-Doo review. Maybe they let us borrow the golf cart while they're in there.
Nobody's letting us borrow their golf cart.
I would not. Would you really?
No.
We're nice.
No.
Well, we are, but they don't know
You
that.
can always ask, Christy. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
How do you?
Well, that's Jen Campbell to ask. You should ask anybody.
Oh, she'll ask anybody. But we have to find them, and we have to find 2 people because we need 2 golf carts.
Right. Yeah.
Well, you don't have to find them. You just sit out there and wait for
someone to
go in. Wait for you case the joint, right? And so when somebody pulls into their golf cart, you watch them. You case them as they go into the Hoop-Dee-Doo, and you watch. Okay, they're sitting at that table, and you go in and awkwardly,
sit next to
Take
them.
their keys.
Take their sangria.
So can I try your fried chicken, and then I need your keys for your golf cart.
Oh, fried chicken.
As you get up to leave,
I'm gonna need your keys.
And I'm gonna take that fried chicken.
We'll figure it out. Even if we just have to go through, even if we have to just go for a walk through the trailer park, we can do that.
No, you can't. It's huge.
Yeah.
It's
I'm
big.
not saying you.
It's just one little section, one lobe. One.
Yeah.
Lobe.
Anyway.
Alrighty then.
Sorry. So did we cover all the topics? I don't know.
I think so.
I think we did.
I think so.
Covered them. Cool.
Yeah.
All right. So that we will wrap it up then. So thank you for joining us for another episode. Podcat is late. Hi. Another episode of Fab 4 Travel Talk. If you're just listening to us and you're not getting to see us, then hello. Move over to our YouTube channel, Fab 4 Travel Talk. Drop us a line. Let us know what you think about our YouTube channel and what are you looking forward to when it comes to all things Star Wars. And do you want Eric to make you a Baby Yoda? Just saying.
We'll start an auction.
Don't put that
Baby Yoda auction.
That could pay for a trip for us.
It could.
We could do auctions here.
You could stay at the Star Cruiser Inn.
Yeah.
Take a lot of Baby Yodas to.
All right, that's gonna do it. Good night.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.
Safe travels. Wait, I can't do Yoda.
Travel safe, you. Oh, Yoda.
Stop.
Oh, Yoda. Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.